Hey, what's going on? What's going on? So I'm right back at it. We got another one. Fresh from the cigar bar. Still smoking. I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with me. We almost at 300 subscribers? Or maybe over 300 subscribers. Can't remember. But I appreciate the love. You know, we doing this from the muscle. Ain't no cosigns. So I appreciate everybody that's been liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing. Y'all the real MVPs. Like, facts. So, I want to touch on the topic that I touched on with the JoJo Capone and Gully TV situation, right? So the young boy, Honeycomb, Alabama rapper, whatever, his grandparents was killed by some dudes he was at odds with. My opinion on this is going to be a little different. But if y'all watched the JoJo Capone and Gully TV video I did, I spelled it out for you. So I like to wait till I get more information before I comment, because I don't like to comment blindly. So, first of all, rest in peace to his folks. You know what I mean? Like, they ain't deserve that. We're going to start that off with that, first of all. Secondly, I told y'all with the Gully TV situation, the reason why he reacted the way he reacted, I understood it. When you talk about you going to send, or when you got my address and you're just going to send folks to my crib, things go up a notch. Let's just call a spade a spade. Like, I don't know what kind of environment some people are from, but I'm from an environment where people really be on that kind of time. Like, there's no rules on the battlefield. Your mama, your daddy, your kids, your aunt, grandmother, mother, everybody's a target. You understand what I'm saying? So when I seen the video, like, shout out to the dude from Alabama. He got a page. He got a nice little following. I can't remember his name, but he broke it down a little bit more for me. And he was stating how he showed a video where the dude Honeycomb was like, something to the effect of, you know, we'll wake the grandparents up with it. You know what I'm saying? So one thing about this world, man, when you put that kind of energy out, you gotta expect that kind of energy in return. Like, no ifs, ands, buts, maybes, possibilities. The moment you talk that kind of language, it's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can relate to that situation. Like, wholeheartedly, I can relate to that. Where, yeah, you may be out the way, but your folks ain't out the way. I always pride on myself. Whatever, like, inshallah, God willing, I continue to on the path I'm on. But I made it my business to ensure that whatever I was doing in the streets never got back home. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever I was doing on the streets, no one paid the price for that but me. And that's where I think people got the game twisted today. They don't understand that. And you got to be cognizant of that. You got to be aware of that. Like, just because somebody can't get to you, your folks can't. Your folks don't move around like you do. Like, from my understanding, the young boy was out of town somewhere when they ran down on his grandparents' crib and burnt it to the ground, killed them in it. But when you in a video, like I said, when you in a video telling them, like, your grandparents is a target if I get the chance, what you think gonna happen? In no way am I trying to shame this dude, because I can't imagine his mental state knowing that his drama got his peoples caught up. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but that's something you gotta know is a possibility, especially when you get that kind of energy. You gotta be careful the kind of energy you give to the world, man. You put it in the universe. I'm a firm believer in the energy you put in the universe. If you make a statement saying, "Oh, your grandparents is ops too," guess what? Well, your folks is ops too. Let's play ball. Rest in peace to them. They didn't deserve that. They was victims of what he was doing. And I know everybody not going to agree with me, and okay, like I come from a different background where this is the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the game. Especially when you talk that. That's the most important part. He put that in the universe, man. Like, and it's going to be yours before it be mine. I can't be no hypocrite on that. I got to call a spade a spade. I got to keep a G. I got to keep it all the way thorough. Because I can't get on here and be a hypocrite. The people that know me like, yo, you being a hypocrite. I act like you ain't going for that. Like, I've been in that situation where I had to let it be known, like, on a response though, not something that I put in the air. On a response, like, if this is what it is, to understand, this is where I'm going to take it to. And that's what they did. You know what I'm saying? Like, rest in peace to them folks, man. They ain't had no business going through that tragedy, man. Like, that's horrific. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, dude in the video broke it down how his pop is like Big Honeycomb and he Little Honeycomb or something like that. Like, I don't even understand the nickname Honeycomb. I don't even get that part. But not to say it's wrong or nothing. It's just I don't understand the honeycomb part. You know what I'm saying? But I do know, like, whatever energy you put out there is the energy you're going to get back. People got to these rappers, entertainers, or even you're a regular street dude or you're a regular dude, you got to understand that. So now your response got to be equal or greater. Especially when you run around here saying you this and that, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me. It's not unfathomable because, like I said, I come from the environment where that's the rules. You talking about coming to my crib, I'm gonna come to your crib first. Facts. Like, and then whatever after that we can figure out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, half these dudes, man, and according to dude interview, according to dude video he made, the dude Honeycomb supposed to be a real dude. He supposed to be about that action or whatever the case may be. But one thing I know, like, I've been on this earth for a little while. Inshallah, I live to see it. I'll be 41 in April. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I seen this play out 1,000 times. I've been in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in it. Like, I tell people every day, like, people don't get to tell my story from this vantage point. Like, they don't get to tell my story in the condition that I'm in. You understand what I'm saying? I'm cognizant and I move with the same rules and respects as if I was on a corner. And I don't think that's a bad thing because them corners taught me a lot. Taught me etiquette, taught me principles, taught me morals. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, like, you can't pay for that kind of education that I received at a young age that I still move with. But one thing I know for sure is that half these dudes, and I'm not saying him specifically, I'm talking in general, half half these dudes that move with that kind of energy, like they about that action, look at the people around them. The people around them make them feel comfortable enough to say what they're saying. Probably puffing a cigar before I go out. I broke my lighter, like. But half these dudes, man, they feel comfortable enough saying what they're saying because who's next to them? You know what I mean? I've been in that situation too. Where ordinarily, you wouldn't even be talking that heavy, but because we attached or we affiliated, or because you feel like I'm going to come to your aid or somebody going to come to your aid, you can move with this aggressiveness that if you by yourself, you're not going to move with. But like I tell people every day, you're going to run into that person who don't care nothing about your folks. They don't care nothing about it. And I think this is a prime example of, yeah, you may move or you may not be, you may not be a twat. But I'm not either. So now you want to show and prove because it's up. You don't want out on me. You know what I'm saying? Now what's up? Be careful if you is who you is and the streets know you is who you are. Be careful about them people that's around you, man. They're gonna have you in a situation that ain't meant for you. That they're in a situation that's meant for you to be in. Understand what I'm saying? Like I told you from the beginning. I make these videos. A lot of these videos, like you older dudes, I don't care nothing about you. I'm gonna keep it G. It's the young boys that don't have that guys, don't have no real person in their corner that's going to give them the game. If your old head only can show you how to roll a blunt or load a hammer or bag up work, that's not really your old head. What life skills is he teaching you that's going to have you be able to make it out here on a different kind of tip, on a different kind of time? That's what's important. What game is he giving you to keep you out the fire? Yeah, I can give you the game once you in the fire. That's all fine and dandy. But what game am I really giving you to keep you out the fire? That's the key. Because the dude say he love you don't mean he love you. Understand that. Overstand that. You understand what I'm saying? Because the person says, oh, you my man, I love you, I do this, that don't mean they love you, man. Because if a person love you, they wouldn't even put you in that kind of situation where if that's my man, people know that's my man. We be together every day, and we be together enough that if it's up with him, then people got to know it's up with me. You know what I'm saying? So you got enough people in the world that if they can't get you, they see your man, they're like, well, that's his man. Let me go and get his man out the way. So now you're in a situation where you got to defend your life, you got to take a life, you gotta take the risk of jail time. You gotta do all these different things that ain't even in the cards for you because of who you affiliated with. If that's love, I don't want it, man. I'm a firm believer, I'm different, that there's only a certain amount of love you're supposed to give in the world, period, right? So a certain amount of people in the world you're supposed to say, I love you to. So if you call yourself loving me and that's the kind of time you on, say that love for somebody else, man. Like I don't want that love. Get that love to somebody else. I don't even want that on my tab. I'm gonna keep it a buck of some change with you. Cause that ain't love, man. Somebody that's gonna have you be a certified crash dummy, that ain't love, man. Actual factual. That ain't love, man. You know how many, like, people who close to me who I may dump out, like, I'm the most irrational person you may meet. Like, they say, no, it ain't on that kind of time. It ain't that deep. You know what I mean? It ain't on a hype tip like, oh, I'm trying to be hype so people could calm me down. No, it's really up. But they look and say, no, it ain't that, man. Like, chill out. It ain't that. For real, chill out. That ain't the kind of time I'm supposed to be on. Understand what I'm saying? And Now you, like I said, you're in a whole situation based off of your affiliation with somebody, your love for somebody. You come in the aid because you got genuine love for them, but they don't love you the same. Anybody that's having you be a certified crash dummy, like I've been in a situation where I was going to hold somebody down, and I was the only one outside right. You know what I'm saying? And then I peep game like, y'all ain't right. It's like, I'm not no crash dummy. Like, I would aid and assist, but I'm not, this ain't, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know what difference when people using you versus when people got genuine love for you, and it's whatever it's gonna be. You gotta know the difference, man. And when you run around with that kind of energy, you telling people that they folks is targets, is game. You gotta know what you're gonna get on the back end of that. You gotta understand, like, there's enough people out here that say, okay, mine's is targets, well then yours is targets. And whatever happens after that, it happens. And to me, that's exactly what happened. You know what I mean? You got to understand and use your third eye to know the difference, man. Like, I don't know all the intricate details about the situation. I don't like I heard somebody put a bag on a young boy head, and like I said, I don't want to go. I mean, this is really some generalized stuff I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, it's a bad situation all around the board. And now you gotta respond. Your folks was murdered and burnt. Like, you gotta respond. Like, because that's the kind of energy that you give to the world. That's what you told the world. That's the kind of time you was on. You know what I mean? You rappers need to understand, man, when you start getting a name and you start getting 30,000 and 20,000 on a walkthrough and all that, like, you gotta wisen up, man, smart enough to know what is worth it. Like, I can't imagine going from 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 square foot house to 11 by 9 or 6 by 11, whatever it is. Like, go in the bathroom and lock yourself in the bathroom, and that's your cell. Behind nothing. Behind some ego, behind some other drawn stuff that ain't even about nothing, man. And your folks paid the price for it. Mathematically, I can't understand that. Mathematically. I can't trade places with a sucker. I think y'all go back to my earlier videos. I always say that. I can't trade places with a sucker. It's not a fair exchange, man. Very few people get a chance to leave a mark on the world. Very few. It's a God-given gift. Don't take that joint for granted, man. Behind some people that's their life. Like, they gonna get to work, bag to work, move to work. Like, that's their life. That's all they ever gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You can't trade your life with that, man. And I'm not telling you to be a target. I'm not telling you to be a sucker. I'm not telling you any of that. I'm just saying, make sure that whatever you about to go through, whatever you're about to engage in, makes sense on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Try your best to make sure that whatever you're going through don't touch home base. Because they don't got nothing to do with nothing. This is your drama that you're going through, that you got to figure out, that you got to navigate through. Make sure it stay that. But when it start going home, that's a whole nother issue, man. And that falls back on you. I don't care who you is, man. Like I said, I'm not victim shaming. Like, I'm not even trying to go down that line. This is really some generalized thoughts that I have that more people need to be aware of and move in the right way. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you, no matter what life you live on this planet, you live long enough, some drama going to come to your front door. You can't avoid that. Just make sure you right. You know what I mean? Like, that's not cool, man. Like it's not cool. Like you can't utter certain words. Like certain words just triggers. The moment you talk about somebody folks being targets, the moment you talk about you gonna run down somebody folks, you gonna put the hammer to them, you gonna wake them up with the hammer. All bets are off at that point. Now it's fair game. Now let's play ball. Let's see if it's just music or if you really rocking like that. You got more enough people that's rocking like that because they don't care about the next 5 minutes. They don't have nothing to look forward to. If you know good and well in your heart that you care about your kids, like, I care about seeing my kids doing their homework tomorrow. I care about my grandkids, whatever the case may be. Then leave all the street, all the beef, all that to someone else. Because these other people don't care about that. They don't care about seeing their kids and graduating from high school or going on prime. They don't care about that. So now you're in a position where you can't care either because it's up. It's too late to go back. It's too late to rethink this. Now you got to figure out how to do this without getting booked. And everybody's watching you now. Everybody know your folks just got slaughtered. So that anything that happened in response can guarantee you the way it works, the police know who did what. They may not have the evidence, but they know who did what, right? So now something happened to them, they gonna look at you first. Stop putting stuff in the universe and stuff in the air. If you're gonna do that, then just do that. If you're gonna run down on somebody, folks, or you going whatever the case may be, don't put it in the universe. Just go do it. Cause you got more enough people that's gonna carry with the energy like you done it, or they believe you. You gonna do it. So guess what? I'm gonna get mine off first. Now what? Now you on straight defense, and everybody's watching now. It's no longer a secret. Y'all need to get yourself together with this music, man. Stuff ain't just music. People ain't playing. The sooner enough of y'all realize that, it may be alright. But too many of y'all don't realize that. Too many of y'all, like I said, depending on who you're left, you're right behind you, you feel invisible. Like what I call him? Riz 9. No, the young boy, rainbow hair. He only acted that way because of who he was with. He feel like he was untouchable because he was with the Tradeway dudes. They real dudes. They move out. They do what they do. He only do what he do today because he got the bread to pay for security. He got like Navy SEAL security because he got the bread for it. But if it was just him by himself, he wouldn't even give out that kind of energy. But stuff got a way to coming back home. Stuff got a way of coming back home, man. Ain't but so much protection and security you can have when that's the only energy you giving out. Man, I ain't got like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know your thoughts on this. Like, I'm really bugged out behind this. Ain't really much more I can say, man. Y'all keep it thorough out there. Stay sucker free. Keep ducking these suckers, man. And I'll holler on the back end.